Ciao, I'm Enzo.
I'm Celia.
This is a Piazza Talk, our channel about our life in Lucca
And in the Tuscan hills.
Please hit the subscribe button. Grazie.
Please don't forget to press that thumbs up and write a comment because it really helps us with the algorithms. Thank you so much.
Ciao a tutti. We had a very tough week at the house. We've been working very hard, cleaning and rewaxing an antique cotto floor. Floors, more than one, yes, absolutely. One, two,
My
three.
back tells me.
3 rooms so far. And we've been mending the fence around the property, and also we get to service the roof. So we need something that is a bit, something that is comforting and nice. And we thought the best thing to do is a wonderful lasagna. Lasagna is a monument of Italian cuisine. It's one of the most delicious Sunday courses, meal. It's a meal in its own right.
I think known all over the world.
In Italy there are several lasagna. There's the traditional Neapolitan one, which is made with a lot of meat, sausages, meatballs, eggs, mozzarella, and what else? Sausages, did I mention it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mozzarella, ricotta, and so many things there. There's the lasagna bolognese, which is made more or less like this one here, but they also add milk and stock to the ragu. And the lasagna in Toscana, that is more similar to this one, but this is the version that we do for us. It takes a bit of time because we cook the ragu, but it is basically easy to make. This time I use dry pasta. If I have time I make homemade pasta. For the ragu we need minced beef, tomato passata, a tin of crushed tomatoes, tomato paste because it gives you an extra kick, black pepper, salt, and extra virgin olive oil. I like to add pancetta or guanciale, a glass of red wine, and also we need a carrot and an onion. Then we need the Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. For the bechamel we need milk, flour, nutmeg, and butter. I'm going to assemble the lasagna in this round dish that we like very much, but traditionally we use a rectangular dish like this, where the lasagna sheets, they fit easily. Okay, first we dice the pancetta, and we do one thing, we try to make as small as possible, so I'm going to use the mezzaluna. So the next thing to do is to get a heavy base saucepan and cover the bottom of the pan with olive oil. Yeah, that's plenty. Wait for a second until the oil gets hotter. And now I'm going to add the onions and the carrots to make our soffrittino.
I wonder if we have a word in English like soffrittino. I don't know what it's called. If anybody knows, let us know.
I'm on a high heat now, and I'm going to add the pancetta. And so we want to brown the pancetta with the vegetables. And now we are adding the ground beef.
Or minced beef.
Minced beef, but depends where you are. How do you call it?
Minced beef.
Okay.
Finito.
In Italy we call the macinato. Okay. We're still on a high heat because we want to brown the beef. The secret of good ragu is to brown the meat properly, and one should not skip on this tactic because it makes a big difference. It took about more than 10 minutes to brown the meat this way, and now I'm going to add wine. You can see that this noise tells that the meat was browned probably because the wine
immediately finish the steam. Look, there's noise this one. We said, how do you say a word? Sfumare. That's the word is in Italian. Sfumare. Quindi il ragù è stato sfumato. Il ragù is being, how do you say sfumato? Wait, another research for names. It's another technique.
Flavored or
No, what happens is that the ragu,
Pregnant.
no, it is that the wine, when it gets into the ragu, suddenly turns into fumo with smoke. So it means it evaporates. Anyway, so the important thing is that you have to be careful that you want to do it on high heat. And now, when the alcohol is gone in a milk, I can put it low heat. Look how wonderful it is. And now we go to the tomato. Add a bit of water because we don't want to waste all the tomato production here. And I go to add the passata. Let's see. And I'm adding bit of tomato paste. More or less like a couple of tablespoons.
So you're putting it now on the smallest
Flame.
flame.
Yes, so it is on a small flame on a diffuser, and it's going to cook for 3 hours. I put the lid on the top, and I leave a spoon between the lid and the saucepan, keeping a gap so the steam escapes, but heat is kept inside the saucepan while I'm simmering the ragu. The ragu is nearly ready, so we want to season it. So I'm going to add salt and pepper. I'm going to stay to dissolve the salt, and we'll leave it for another bit. I think it's now ready, so we can turn it off. And now we go to do the bechamel. I better say besciamella, as we call it in Italian. So I put the butter in this pan. First we melt the butter, and we want to warm the milk. Now the butter is melting now. I'm going to add the flour in one go. And I'm going to mix it with the butter, and I'm going to create the so-called roux, as the French call it.
Would you cook it in Italian?
I don't think that we have a name for this. The milk is warm, so I'm going to put it back in the jug because it's too.
But it's not boiled.
No, it's warm. Okay, and the milk gets slowly incorporated in the flour. And also I'm going to use the frusta. How do you call it in English?
A whisk, but I had to think about it. Sometimes I can't speak any language.
And there to amalgamate this thing properly, because I'm adding no lumps. It looks nearly ready, so I'm going to add a pinch of salt and nutmeg. And now, because we need bechamel in a while, I'm going to put a lid on the top here, so it stops the film developing on the top of the bechamel sauce. And if you don't have a lid, you can use a plate, or if you pour it in a container, you can put some cling film or whatever. The important thing that you cover it. You can use the pasta sheets directly in your lasagna dish. Anyway, manufacturers say just put them straight away there and cover with the sauce. In reality, a little trick is that if you dip them in hot water for a few seconds, you add a nice texture to the pasta. In particular, that doesn't taste chewy sometimes. And now we go to
assemble the lasagna. I preheated the oven. Okay, first thing to do, I get a lump of butter and I grease with my hands the bottom of the pan, or the, how do you call it, dish?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to put some bechamel on the bottom here and pasta. One, and this is a broken one. I can do this bit here. I can do this bit here as well. Okay. Now we add a layer of bechamel.
So the layers at the bottom go bechamel, pasta, bechamel.
Yes, that's very important. And a layer of ragu. And sprinkle with a lot of Parmigiano. And then you continue layering in the same way. And you do 4, 5, some people do 6 layers. And last layer we put ragu on top. We don't put the bechamel sauce. We add ragu on top. So very much left. Like that. Spread it properly here. Sprinkle Parmesan cheese generously. Knobs of butter. "40 minutes, 170 degrees Celsius, 340 Fahrenheit, static oven, so no fan oven." It looks, it's ready. The steam. Perfect.
Oh, that looks perfect.
Now it has to rest a bit before we eat it.
That's a pity. So, lasagna is really pretty much essential on every festive occasion and Sunday. It's part of an Italian meal, I would say, wouldn't you? And so let's dip into this deliciousness. It is out of this world good.
If you enjoy our videos, please leave a like and subscribe. It helps us enormously with the YouTube algorithm. Thank you so much.